Hey there, it's Bucket TV, and here are top 5 books I've read in 2020, and I'll love for you to check out. Number one on my list is Sensuous Knowledge, or A Black Feminist Approach for Everyone by Mina Salami. Mina Salami is a part of Nigerian author, and and the book contains essays about her just educating us about the term, or the very controversial term, that is feminism. I have a review of this book, a full review of this book on my channel, but I don't feel like I did not do enough justice to that review because the book is a lot of things. The book is really nice and really educating. I love the fact that she employed a lot of history in her narrative or in her essay writing, and also she employed a lot of not just history but also folk tales, which is history as well, of course. But I just love the fact that she appreciated those stories and drew them in, and it was really nice how African women and all that, not just African women though, the entire system, how the system is built up on patriarchy, and how a lot of things just need to change. It's really nice and really thought-provoking. She questioned a lot of things and really opened my mind to so many things. I read this book during the COVID-19 lockdown, during the lockdown that going to the pandemic, and it really put a lot of things in perspective for me. And I personally think that everyone should read the book, whether you're a woman or a man. I think everyone should read Sensuous Knowledge by Mina Salami and educate yourself. And another book on my list is Lola Shone's The Secret Lives of the Four Wives. This book really entertained me, but it was all for entertainment for me. Although it had a lot of really thought-provoking themes in the book, but the center for me was, I love the fact that I was being entertained. I love the heavy load of humor in this book. I love Baba Segi, who is one of the main characters in this book. Baba Segi is one. He has four wives, and it just tells about the politics that comes with polygamous family. It talks about a lot of things, about childlessness, about wanting more, about rape. So the book is not just about humor or entertainment, but is also filled with so many lessons and opening a lot of can of worms. So it's really nice, and I love Lola Shone's writing style, the heavy weight or heavy load of humor and everything that you can just be reading and enjoying the book meanwhile you're learning a lot. So I love that about the book so much. And guess what? The book's come to the movie adaptation of this book is coming to Netflix very soon, so you should watch out for it. If you're not the book lover, you can just check it out. Then we also have The Fisherman. Whenever I read this book name, I always have some sort of anger. Like I can see Chigozie Obioma, I just want to ask him a lot of questions. Because this book managed to keep me on the edge of my seat. It stressed me out. I was so stressed reading this book. It really weighed on me heavily because Chigozie Obioma's sense of imagery was flawless. He delivered the story in a way that I needed it, and at the same time it traumatized me because it's so nice. Have I said so nice now? I don't know, I'm not counting. But Chigozie Obioma is a Nigerian author, and the book is set in Akure, Nigeria. It tells of this family, this really nice family, a progressive father, a mother who is a trader, and the book is centered around the four brothers who are in need of some sort of adventure, go fishing at the forbidden Omiala River, and they meet more than what they bargained for, because during their expedition they meet with a madman who prophesied that one of the brothers is going to kill the eldest, and this just set the ball rolling for a lot of things that are to come. I have a full review of this book on my channel, so you can also check that out. But it's one of the best books I've read in 2020, hands down. Then another book I love so much, at least this is not actually, I know I said in the beginning that in no particular order, but I want to do it in no particular order, but this book is actually hands down my favorite book in the entire 2020, because it was unconventional. The storytelling was so chilled and nice as well. And the book I'm talking about is Freshwater by Akweke Emezi. Akweke Emezi is one of my favorite authors ever since I read Freshwater, because I love how her storytelling skills is, I love her, the stories that are in her head. I really want to know more. I really want to just keep on reading her books. Honestly, she really stole me after Freshwater. And I just recently read The Death of Vivek Orji, which went as an instant bestseller in the New York Times. So you can see how much Akwaeke is really good in the storytelling thing. In Freshwater, she talks about life of an Ogbanje. This Ogbanje, when everybody will say, "Oh, I'm living with demons in my head," this girl was literally living with demons in her head. And this Ogbanje story is mostly this Ogbanje story is one that many Nigerians are accustomed with, but Akwaeke managed to give me another perspective of this story, and I love it so much. Then for the death of Vivek Orji, she also also a heavy load of Igbo ontology in this book as well. But the difference is that the death of Vivek Orji talks about reincarnation. Then for Freshwater, it's an Ogbanje story. So you can see there's a heavy load of Igbo language in it, Pidgin English is in it. So it's just really a chill writing and a chilled narrative for me. So you should really read this book and enjoy it. And I think everyone should get to know about Akwaeke Emezi. She's a very nice author. Then another book I read in this 2020, especially during the period of pandemic, is Kabu Kabu. So in my search for fresh narrative, because my reading taste has changed a lot since I started BookTube. I'll talk about that in another video. I'll explain that in another video. But I wanted to read more Nigerian authors, and wait, I just realized that all the books I said are by Nigerian authors. It's not intentional. It's not intentional. But what the hell? It's not intentional. I promise, it's not intentional. But I wanted to read Kabu Kabu. I stumbled on Kabu Kabu on my Scribd app. So I said to myself, "Oh, I've been seeing Nengi everywhere, and she's into science fiction, African futurism, and Afrofuturism, I think, yeah." Then I said, okay, let me check out this lady. I've never read her works before, but I hear she's really good. But I'm not into science fiction anyway. So I said, okay, this Kabu Kabu seems like a nice book, and it's a collection of short stories. So I said, okay, I can use this to pass the time during the lockdown. So I started reading these short stories, and I really enjoyed her narrative. I love that there were a lot of female lead characters. And then after reading Kabu Kabu, I wanted to read Being Teen, and I enjoyed it as well. So Kabu Kabu is a collection of short stories you should check out. There are stories about fantasy, there are stories about African science fiction, there are some stories that are fantasy that are set in Africa. It's just really nice, this collection, and you can just read them one by one. You don't have to finish it all at once in one day. You can just be enjoying the entire process. Yeah. The short stories about the wind seeker, the short stories about the Power Bandit, I think the Power Bandit, and really nice short stories. There's some that are creepy, there's some that are just chilled and relaxing and nice. So check it out. Those are my top 5 books I've read in 2020. What's yours? Please leave in the comment section. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, I'm begging, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos.